Hey, what's up guys, 𝐻𝐤𝐤 here, and welcome to episode number 23 of Scaling to Glory. Today we have a bit of a different video because we're going to be playing some games in the friendly mode, as we're going to be trying to unlock two players today. First of all, we have the Silver Star German left winger from Nashville, Mukhtar, and we also have the Rulebreaker 𝐒𝐤𝐤, which were two players we were able to complete this week. So yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to the episode. If you of course are, drop a like, would be very much appreciated. Shows your support for the series, and also make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, as we're very close in reaching 400k, which you know, I'm hoping to reach before the end of the year. So if you could help me by clicking that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. So we decided to start off our little episode in the silver launch, which in my eyes, I've said it on Twitter the other day as well, is one of the best modes in FIFA 21. The fact you can just use any silver player basically makes it a lot more fun. And you know, I love my skillers, so I built a skill team together, which includes 4 silver 5-star skillers, a couple new ones as well. And yeah, I decided to just have some fun with this team. I already featured this team in one of the episodes where you could have seen we completed that Vidra, which was, I think, somewhere last week or the week before. But this week we're going to be trying to complete that Mukhtar. We also have an episode on 𝐚𝐥𝐫𝐞𝐚 coming very soon, which was one of the players EA released this week. So look out for that. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you've completed any of these silver players already and what your thoughts are. As I've said, I think it's one of the best additions for FIFA 21 because it really brings back that element of, you know, using players you probably would never use, because I don't think anyone would use any silver players in 1 Division Rivals or 2 FUT Champions. So yeah, GG's to EA. They sort of teased it as well last year with that, I think, Summer Heat Paulinho. He was like a silver player with like boosted stats as well. Unfortunately, back then they only decided to release I think one upgraded player, one silver upgraded player. Even though a lot of people actually really liked what EA did back then, they only decided to just keep it for one. But luckily, they decided to you know, bring it back for FIFA 21. You could see that my opponent right there had that Silver Star Vidra, which was the first player EA released. And I do have a couple players in mind, which I would really love to see get like an objective or something. Of course, I'm going to be talking about some of the 5-star skillers. I even posted a picture on my Twitter last night, and also on my Instagram today, of some players I wanted to see. You know, the typical silver skillers, 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐤, 𝐻𝐤𝐤𝐫𝐢𝐤 Steven would be amazing. But this year we actually have some really nice looking ones, including Silas Wagamituka, the player you can see on the ball right there. Plays for Stuttgart, is I think a pretty good player in real life as well, so hopefully we can maybe even see some informs from him. But it would be amazing to see like a boosted version on him on the game. Definitely recommend him as well if you're, you know, playing some games in the Silver Launch tournament. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below which player you would like to see get like an upgrade. Of course, it has to be a silver player. And while you're at it as well, let me know which silver player just, you know, brings back a lot of memories from the past FIFAs. As I've said as well, you know, the last couple of years, the silver players didn't really get much love, unfortunately, due to how competitive the game has gotten. Back in the day, you know, silver players were up there with like high-rated gold players. You know, the likes of 𝐼𝐼𝐤𝐫𝐞 𝐒𝐿𝐤𝐤, even Mayuka. I'm pretty sure 𝐸𝐵ARBO was a silver player at some point as well. You know, those were the days. I mean, like using those players that weren't necessarily the best in real life, but were just absolutely amazing on FIFA, and sort of created a status as well in the FIFA community. That is something that I just really miss in terms of how FIFA Ultimate Team really is. But who knows? Who knows? We can maybe see some upcoming talents again that are, you know, crazy OP in Ultimate Team in terms of the silver players. So yeah, I really hope EA keep pushing this kind of objective. It seems like anyway that they're going to be releasing a new Silver Star player each week. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below which player you would like to see. And also, as I said, which player brings back a lot of memories. For me, it's definitely, you know, the silvers that are still in the game. The likes of 𝐻𝐤𝐤𝐫𝐢𝐤 Steven, 𝐿_𝐶𝐤𝐤 as well. They don't necessarily have the best stats, so it would be amazing to maybe see like an upgraded version of them. But yeah, the players that are unfortunately not in the game anymore as well. Wallison, Jobson, just most of the Brazil players, you know, they bring back a lot of memories, a lot of good memories as well, to you know, the older days of FIFA Ultimate Team. But yeah, anyway, as I've said as well, I think it's just honestly one of the best new additions in this year's game. Brings back that element of, you know, testing out players you would honestly never try, and also brings back I think the fun factor in Ultimate Team. Because usually in Division Rivals, it's honestly just a lot of stress with those games. The same can be said for FUT Champions, maybe for Draft as well, although I think Draft is more of a fun mode compared to those two. But yeah, it definitely brings back a nice element. It's nice as well to see that you're able to, you know, use like lone players in the friendly modes. Of course, you can't use any lone icons or something in the silver launch, but there are modes where you can, you know, just use any player that you usually wouldn't be able to afford, like the likes of Mbappe or the likes of Cantona, like the big icons or something, that you can just use whenever you like, really, as soon as you just have one more contract basically on the player. Then you can just use them all year long. So if you have any silver, or if you have any players that are like lone players in your club, I would really recommend just keeping at least one game on them, so you can just always use them for objectives like these. Well, not necessarily for Mukhtar, because you can only use silver players, but yeah, for the other ones, which you will see in a second. But yeah, we completed that. Mukhtar, very nice player, 3-star skills, 5-star weak foot as well. Would have loved to see the other way around. But yeah, still a fun player, I think, anyway, that we could use maybe for Scaling to Glory in the future, for Season 2, which I sort of teased in the previous episode as well. Will be coming back as soon as the next-gen consoles drop. Yeah, I'm probably going to be giving it a different name as well to kind of, you know, make a difference between the two. So Skill into Glory will be the RTG style, and then I'm not too sure what to call it. If you have any suggestions, then let me know in the comments down below. You know, just the Season 2 style of Skill into Glory, where we go through every single 5-star skiller basically and do the objectives, just like we basically did here with Mukhtar, but then a little bit more complicated. But anyway, after we complete that Mukhtar, we also completed some of the other objectives, I believe a milestone, and to my surprise, out of a gold upgrade pack, we got one of the most OP players last year, Ben Yedder. 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Everyone obviously hates him in Ultimate Team whenever you face him. Although I'm not fully sure if he's still that good in this year's game. I'm definitely going to be giving him a try, though, in this weekend league. So yeah, if you want to see that live as well, make sure to follow me on Facebook, fb.gg/𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞94. He'll definitely make an appearance from the bench. So after that, after we got that Ben Yedder out of the pack, I decided to actually open some gold upgrade packs. We had a bunch of gold non-rares in my club, as I went with the untradeable rewards a couple of times. Meaning, you know, we could open some of these, and they tend to give out, you know, a couple of times whenever I open them. Unfortunately, the first two ones weren't the best. We got 𝐻𝐻𝐿 and 𝐵𝐷𝐼𝐻. But then in the third one, we got a very high-rated French player in, you know, a center forward from Real Madrid. You can see it right there, the badge popping up. Karim Benzema. Unfortunately, not the quickest anymore. Still a very high rating, still some good stats in terms of shooting, passing, and dribbling. So I might be giving him a try at some point. But yeah, he will most likely be a player I will be putting into an SBC whenever is there like a player I desperately want to, you know, want to complete. Maybe a flashback version or something. So yeah, always welcome, you know, those high-rated players when it comes to the gold upgrade packs. And then the final two packs were unfortunately not the best. We got Balde Zhao there, and also Gomis, another French player. And in our final pack, I'm pretty sure we got two more French players, and I think Sanson and also 𝐻𝐤𝐤, two players which I think were anyway very good when it came to starter teams. So yeah, with that out of the way, we decided to once again jump into the friendly mode, and this time actually take a look at �Mukhtar, the rule breaker player you were able to complete this week. Tonight, actually, since it is Friday, there will be a new player. So unfortunately, you will not be able to complete this version anymore. But hopefully EA will once again release a pretty good player. So yeah, decided to make a different team, as I'm pretty sure you need to have like a team which involved I think 6 Bundesliga players, or actually, yeah, 6 Bundesliga players. in your starting lineup. So yeah, decided to use some players which we had as untradables, the likes of 𝐡𝐚𝐯𝐞 𝐒𝐿𝐰 and also 𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢𝐻, and also use some lone players in Kylian Mbappé and Eric Cantona. Now, I've seen a lot of people being a little bit upset at the fact that people are like subbing on lone players in Weekend League, which I sort of can understand because it kind of, you know, ruins the factor. I think anyway. I think they just should have, you know, maybe banned them in FUT Champs, keep them in rivals, and of course keep them in friendly modes as well, because, you know, in friendly modes especially, you are allowed to just use them, and you can actually use them without losing a contract on them. Basically, you can almost build your dream team really with those lone players, especially the likes of Mbappe and Cantona, players I would not be able to afford at this moment in time. Although I'm thinking of maybe getting Mbappe, because I tried him out in his friendly mode, and he's honestly unreal. Like, some of the goals I scored with him were just crazy. Like, some of the angles he's able to score goals from is just insane as well. He's almost like a cheat code. So yeah, I might be thinking of maybe like selling everyone in my club and dedicate all the coins to one specific player, either Neymar or Mbappe. Neymar is a little bit cheaper than Mbappe, so he will most likely be the player I will be going for, as I think if I sell everyone in the club and make like a team around either Neymar or Mbappe, and then use like a bunch of untradables, we could actually make like a pretty solid looking team as well. So that is something I might be doing. Let me know your thoughts as well in the comment section down below, because it sometimes just gets a little bit boring using the same players all over again. But anyway, in this rule breaker, or what is it called, Rule Breaker Classic mode, I think, we faced some pretty sweaty players. And the one thing I really noticed in this game mode is that a lot of people just did not want you to score goals with like the players you had to score goals with. So Bundesliga players, French players, because a couple of times in this mode, whenever I went through on goal, like a similar situation here, the opponent would just try to tackle you from behind, basically. We all know that sort of bug that is still there, where the referee should give a red card, but he gives a yellow card. Now, that is something a lot of people kind of abused in this mode, I noticed. In this episode, I won't be showing you guys all the games. I will be leaving some games as well for the next episode. But yeah, it's still really fun, you know. The gameplay as well feels completely different compared to FUT Champs. Feels a lot more responsive. I'm not too sure why that is. It could maybe be because not a lot of people actually play the friendly mode, so, you know, it doesn't have like a lot of people, you know, playing those games. Maybe that's the reason. But yeah, I would love to know. I would love to know why that is really. But anyway, like, the gameplay, as I've said, felt really responsive in this mode. So I would love to see that also in FUT Champs. But anyway, as you can see as well from these games, a lot of goals, some mistakes on my side. And I think after this goal, you can see me actually picking up a red card as well, after a little bit of frustration, because some of the goals I conceded were just your typical BS FIFA goals where I just wasn't able to defend it out properly. But I still had a really good time. In the end there as well, we do make, I think, the 5-4 there with 𝐋𝐤𝐤𝐞 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢𝐻. You can see my opponent picking up a red card there as well. And then I think in the end, in the 90th minute, we went through here with Sancho, crossed it to Cantona, where we do make it 6-4 as well, as we needed that cross with a Bundesliga player. So sometimes you will see me trying to, you know, cross with a specific player just for the objective. And an example like that, where we went through with Cantona there to maybe get another goal, is like what I mean. Like, people just tend to just tackle you from behind whenever you go through on goal, basically. You can see from the objectives as well that we were on our way to complete that Mukhtar, which we most likely do in the next episode. But anyway, guys, that is where we are ending off this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you, of course, did, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell as well for more videos, and check out my live streams, fb.gg/𝐶𝐤𝐤94. That is where I'm pretty much streaming almost every single day. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.